how do you like wade through these new regulations? Like I know the HTI1 update from ONC was nearly 900 pages with content or with comments, and it almost read like a technical reference manual in many ways. Like it was referring to APIs and FHIR and all this stuff. How were you able to like get your arms around that?
Well, that's a really good question, Dimitri. And I'll start off by saying that, lawyers, like all professionals, like to consider themselves to be a master of their art. And it can be really daunting and sometimes very humbling to try to tackle some of those recent regulations and guidance documents um, because they are so weighty and they're really heavy. And you as you read through, you come to certain points and you say, "Hey, what did I just read? Like that did not make any sense at all." And so what I've discovered is that if I sort of take it in pieces and I rely on other people, either in the firm or that colleagues outside of the firm to help explain. So it's like finding like a multidisciplinary team to unpack what's in those regulations, because I definitely was not trained to be an expert in artificial intelligence or on algorithm transparency or things like that. And so I need to take a step back, and usually where reading a regulation was something that that lawyers felt comfortable doing, we're finding ourselves, I think, needing to rely on other people and other areas of expertise, which is really what I kind of think is super important when organizations, healthcare in particular, are standing up or thinking about an AI governance structure. It needs to be, or it should be, a multidisciplinary team of people, not just one individual that takes it on. There might be one individual that spearheads an effort, but there need to be multifacets at the table. There need to be the resources brought to bear so that the organization can really sort of take its time. Even though things are happening so fast, there still has to be that element of sort of figuring out where that or the specific organization wants to go.
That's a great point. When I was reading it, I was in contact with our regulatory affairs department, with our AI team, technical folks from the like DevOps team to talk about integration structures. I'm curious, Bill, from the perspective of a clinician, like building off of what Karen shared, how do you approach that? Like, how have you thought about that when advising clients, when helping to work through these complicated topics?
Sure. Well, I mean, first and foremost, like we talked about, from a multidisciplinary team, we're going to rely on folks like Karen. We're going to rely on our compliance folks, our regulatory folks, and work across disciplines to understand everything that is coming at us. I do think there are things that have come before that we're building on, right? If we think about the regulations and the direction around software as a medical device, if we think of what we've been living with for a long time with HIPAA. And I think if we just, as it is guiding foundational principles, thinking about secure environments, unbiased environments, trustworthy environments, that we're transparent, and that we create audit trails, you're 90% of the way there.